Fear is always about something which does not exist right now, it's always about what will happen. So you are suffering that which does not exist. So fear is a consequence of your inability to manage the nature of your intellect. As you sit here, there is physical activity going on, there is mental activity going on, there's emotional activity going on, there's energy activity going on. These four dimensions of karma are happening within you every moment of your life, both in wakefulness and in sleep, it's happening. Now if I ask you a question, since today morning, since you woke up to this moment, how much of these four dimensions of karma are you conducting consciously? It's way below 1%. When 1% of your life, let us say, is conducted consciously and 99% accidentally, you must be shit scared of life, how else to live on? See, your life's experience is happening this way. These are three dimensions. There is something called as memory, which feeds you all the time. Memory is not just what you remember. Every cell in the body is memory, isn't it? We can take one cell and create the whole of you. This memory rules certain things, but there is a present experience. Memory is of the past, but the present is of experience, your ability to experience. You must be conscious, you must be aware, only then you can experience. The future is an imagination. So memory, experience and imagination, it is between these three dimensions in which you exist. Memory you cannot change because it's already there. Present you don't have to change because that is also here right now. It's only the imagination which you can change. So what are you fearful about?
The fear is simply because you're not living with life, you're living in your mind. If your fear is about the non-existent, your fear is 100% imaginary. So your suffering is always about that which does not exist, simply because you're not rooted in reality. You're always rooted in your mind. You're lost in your imagination, that's the basis of your fear. If you were rooted in reality, there would be no fear.
You cannot tell what the shape of things will be, how they will turn out. But in the end, everything turns out just fine. Every sentient being, whether human being or animal, insect, will experience fear. Usually, you'll be afraid because you have an investment in something. You don't want to lose something, and then the thing says, I'm going to take it from you, then fear will come. This thing can be something external, apparently, like a relationship or something like this, or some money or fame or something, or it can be the sense of your life. But the point with a human being, you alone can really contemplate and to look, investigate the nature of the self and go beyond the menace of fear, because fear will come. The fear is coming for the sense of ourself as a limitation. The fear will come for the personality, the sense of person. The fear is not coming for the self. Therefore, one must find the self. What it means, the self must come into that. Otherwise, you're going to be always in the reach of fear. It's got to be there. Many people put a lot of effort to try and prevent some calamity from happening, but they don't know why. What is the calamity and what's going to happen? We're trying to prevent something from going wrong, but what is it? Nobody knows. The universal secret, we're all running, but from what? We don't know. So you identify something, this worry comes in the mind, it's there, and you say you don't know. So you see the absurdity of mind, isn't it? The absurdity of mind, that we have this worry, this anxiety. And many people can name and identify their anxiety. They can put, sort of what is the message inside your fear, and okay, what it is, I'm afraid that something's going to happen to my children if something happens to me. Okay, they can identify, but there's a lot of people who cannot identify anything, but they're afraid of everything. This anxiety comes with somehow the mistaken identification of what we call ourself. You cannot help it. It will just happen. And there's no need to try and stop it from happening. All that's required is to know what you are. That's all. If you don't know, you're going to be going around trying to put out fires that you didn't start. If you know what you are, you can leave them. And they will go out by themselves. They will go out by themselves.